So what I'm looking for is to start the first tape up at the top of the shoulder. I'm going to measure the length that I need to, and I want it to end obviously below this deltoid tape because I need tape on skin, not tape on tape. So again, you sit up tall for me. Ask your client to sit posturally correct if they can, rather than slouching. We're going to anchor here, and then we're really going to pull back towards the neck because I want to take as much tension off here as possible. This is a really common place to get a blister because when you move your neck, there is a lot of movement that goes on through there. So we're going to try and negate that. And we can do the same thing. Just turn towards me, like that's it. So as she turns her face towards me, that tissue stretches. Turn away, it goes the other way. So we really want her to face towards, although it feels kind of counterproductive because we're looking at stretching. As she turns in towards me, that tissue starts to move further back. So she's twisting and pulling. So I'm going to twist this way. Long eye strip. We're using about 50% because we're doing like a mechanical correction. So it's again about 50% stretch. What I do is I'm going to take the arm out into abduction. It's going to be nice and tall. That's it. Tear off your anchor. Make the anchor on this one here by the neck a little bit longer. Let's stick the anchor down in neutral. So I'm just aiming on the top of the traps there. I want this tape to come straight down over her shoulder and down past the deltoid. I'm going to peel it back, hold it tight. I'm going to push the skin towards her neck. You're going to face me. That's it, turning, nice. I'm going to come down. And this again, it gets a little bit, I'm trying to get this backing tape out the way so you can see. You're going to come into 100% stretch, back off to about 50. I'm coming down and I want Faye to bring her arm down now towards her side. That's it. And as she comes down, that stretch really tightens and pulls. And then we'll take the anchor off. And I've made mine quite long, but it's not quite going into the elbow joint. But probably could have ended it there. How does that feel?
Yeah.
Like it's like lifting you up. Yeah. So it literally pulls you up into that space and gives you some support. Yeah. Excuse me. Then we're going to add a second one where we're coming across around the front. So we're basically doing this now and pushing the shoulder into the joint. I usually start at the front of the chest with my anchor and then pull round to the back. Nip those corners off. There's my anchor. And this is where I want Faye to sit as posturally correct as I can get her as long as she's not in pain. So I will work with everybody. I'm going to start sort of midway across the pec there. So sort of across the pec minor attachment, if you like, or coracoid, just under the coracoid process. That's going to be my sort of visual point. Here we need to come, if you come down too low across the front of the armpit, they won't be able to lift their arm up. They'll peel the tape off. We want to stay where that AC joint is. We want to come along across there. So that's my visual target. Hold that anchor. And then if you can pull your arm backwards a little bit. Yep. So I want her to stretch as I come round to the midpoint and then bring your arm forward across the front. And as she pulls across the front, I'm keeping the tension on and I'm rolling this down. Anchor goes down without any tension. And then how does that feel? So if you leave that, now you feel like you're just completely supported? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good one, really great tape.